start going live. We will see about the audio quality. It says we are live. All right, I'm Linus Wilson. We are talking about season 6, episode 4 of the Vikings, All the Prisoners. I'm joined here with Avery, the toy poodle, and he insists on engaging in this live stream. So let's see. In All the Prisoners, this is the official description. I haven't got official word of that. No. I've got a notification. Let's see if maybe we can make this. I don't see anybody on the stream. Make sure this is. Oh, it's private. Okay, let's make it public. Okay, we'll make it public. Hello, I'm Linus Wilson, and we are doing All the Prisoners on the Vikings. Yes, I see us now. All right, so the official description for All the Prisoners here is Lagertha leads her village's response to the recent attacks, but despite her best efforts, when the inevitable attack comes, the consequences are tragic. Olaf has a bold new plan for the future of Norway. In Kiev, Ivar discusses Oleg's ambitions for Scandinavia. He's actually more interested in the plight of Igor, the young heir who Oleg controls. So it looks like this is the last Vikings episode we're going to get in 2019, and they're going to take a break from Vikings on Christmas Day, and they're going to return on New Year's Day, January 1st, with the Key, and then January 8th with Death and the Serpent. Okay, so we all knew from last episode that Lagertha was going to dig up her sword and fight the bandits that Bjorn had let loose upon her, the lieutenants of Ivar the Boneless. I was really surprised by the boldness of Ivar the Boneless in this episode. He openly, opposed Oleg and said, "You want me to be your puppet?" That I was really surprised by that. Even though I'd seen that in the trailer, I still think that was a kind of a bold move. He was talking with Oleg's brother, who had the big ring in his mouth, and trying to conspire with him. And then he was talking to the young Igor, the heir to the throne of Kiev and Rus, and talking about how it was not Oleg who was in charge, or Oleg who was the god. It was Igor who was in charge. I thought that was all very interesting and very... I'm surprised that Oleg just let that all pass. So his infatuation with Ivar seems to be quite great, that he would just let all that pass. And then we have the Olaf storyline, the Olaf, the crazy Buddha. It's interesting. He said, you guys are both my prisoners, but then he let, of course, Bjorn Ironsides go. And then he said he wanted to have some sort of king's moot to talk about, who should be the king of Norway. He thinks, I guess Bjorn Ironsides should be the king of Norway. Olaf was willing to cede his titles and his power for Bjorn Ironsides, who he easily beat in battle just in the last episode. And he's repeatedly decided not to kill when he was under his power. So I don't know. Olaf seems like a crazy old coot to me. But obviously, we saw Harold Finehair. He wasn't buying any of that. He was like, hey, if we're going to have a King's Moot, I should be king, not dopey Bjorn Ironsides. And so, I don't know. I think Harold's going to come out on top. That's what history tells me. It's the History Network. I feel confident in that one. What do you think? Do you think Olaf's made a mistake here? I think he has. Do you think Bjorn is over his head? I think he is. I think the other storyline is Ube and Hitzert. So Ube got kind of mad at Hitzert because he's just drunk and he wasn't going to do the mission that Ube gave him to go on the Silk Road. And I guess he kind of banished him. I'm not quite sure, but he sent the other Vikings to go on the Silk Road for Kattegat and go on the trade mission. So I think that's a decent decision. What's the deal with Hitzert? Is he gonna make it very long in this season or what? And what's going to be his end if it is? Of course, he's having the dreams about Ivar killing him. I don't know. I think Ube's just too nice to kill Hitzert. So maybe Hitzert does something in the end. Maybe he's the guy to kill Lagertha. Because we think, one of the sons will kill Lagertha. I think Hitzert's going to get that honor. Lagertha obviously has rallied the Islanders against the bandits, done a great job. But of course, one of Torvi and Bjorn's sons, I don't know what his name was. Was it Harry? I don't know. He obviously died in this one, so that was the tragedy that I think everybody was expecting. That at least one of Bjorn and Torvi's children was going to die, if not both. That only one died is kind of like a happy ending, I think. And then I don't know what's going on with Ivar. I kind of don't buy his storyline. I did not like Ivar in this one. I didn't think he was that strategic. I thought it was just kind of it was kind of silly. I thought it was a little bit silly that he could get away with all that. With Oleg, I don't think Oleg would have taken all what Ivar was doing. He would have just said, "I don't need you, Ivar," and I got it pretty good right now. I control Rus, and maybe I could control Scandinavia if I wanted to, but I don't think he would care. Ivar's totally under his control. Ivar's got nobody that works for him. Let's see what else we got. I think that's about it. So let's see. The next episode is The Key, and the one after that is Death and the Serpent. Okay, so we expect this season 6 to be broken up into 2 10-episode chunks. So we think that we're going to have a kind of finale around episode 10. I think we're kind of in the hump of the season, and we're not going to get the big revelations and the big shocking things happening. And I don't think they think there's going to be a lot of people watching on Christmas Day. That's why they didn't put it there. Uh, on this channel, we're going to be talking about The Witcher closer to Christmas than we will be on Vikings. And then January 1st, we come back, and I guess we're going to have the is that the key or the king? Anyways, we'll probably have some sort of king's moot, some sort of king's election, and we'll see who wins. All right, my name is Linus Wilson. This is Avery Wilson. Subscribe and hit the bell notification icon for the latest on fantasy TV. And we're so excited about The Witcher on December 20th. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Don't let an axe hit you.